Good afternoon, student. Now we are in mathematics now. For today, I'm starting from mathematics 1 and I will stop at mathematics 4. 5 and 6, we are going to arrange another day for that. So this time around, I just finished marking the assignment and I'm not much comfortable the way the assignment was done. I want to say this, I think most of you are not ready for the assignment. Because in my marking, I realized that many of you are just doing the assignment maybe some hours to the submission date, to the due date, which is not good. And this really counts on many of you that failed the assignment. Now, August examination is coming. Very soon we are going to start our August examination. So I've decided today to limit my presentation based on what you are going to see for the exam in your August examination. And I hope that you are going to get it as a better information for you so that it will help you to study. So today, I will not say much. I will just tell you that. Let me quickly tell you what we are going to have here. As usual, all these are in your study guide. They are all there. But I've decided to come with some questions that I want to show to you, which I'm going to do. Then you will see in case similar things come, or it will help you to study. Particularly, there are some topics that I realize that you are not able to answer it properly. So I've today decided to pick some questions from the past questions and also from the modules so that we can do it together. Then you will have an idea of what we are going to do. Let us look at this question 1 together. This question 1, if the question says, you should choose, the question will say, choose a number in standard notation. Choose a number in standard notation. Look at this question. Then from this has the same value as the number in the expanded notation. Let me now give you the number now in the notation. We have 4502. 4502. Now, in the expanded notation, in the expanded one, let me quickly tell you this. Look at this one. 4 multiplied by 100 plus 5 multiplied by 10, then plus 2. This is the notation, this is the expanded. So, if I give you a question like this and I say, okay, choose the number that goes with it. Imagine now, if I give you something like 4052. It is different from this one. This is 4052, this is 4502. So, how are you going to write this? 4 multiplied by 1,000, that is 4,000, plus 5 multiplied by this, it will represent this, then this is the 2. So, if it is this one now, it will be what? It will be 4, multiplied by 1,000, which is will take care of this 4. Then we are now looking for 52. So it is different from this one. So please, you could see all these type of questions in the exam. Please note this very well. Let us look at this. If I planted a flower, in a row. In each row, this is what we call a row. In each row, let's say row 1, In each row, I planted 9. Then, in the total, if I now planted 11 rows out of flowers, in each rows we have 9. Then we're talking about 11 rows. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Row 2, row 3, row 4 up to 11. That is what we mean by that. Now, if it is this, the question now says, how many flowers did I plant? Just multiply the 9, multiply by the number of the rows, that will be 99. Then if I now go further to say, during winter, 2 flowers in each row died. 2 flowers in each row died. Of the flowers that were left, I now kept 17 and planted the rest in pot and gave them to 6 old. So what we are saying here is, I said 1 in each row, 2 died. How many died now? 2 multiplied by 11 rows, that will be 22. Those are the type of things that even when you have these similar things in the April or in the assignment, many of you still did not do it nice. So please, let us make this one. That's why I always tell you that if you listen to the presentation or you always call me to ask, I can easily help you. So I want to believe that this will definitely as well help you. Let's go there. Then don't forget that in mathematics 1 and 2, even up to 3, I did not limit the questions on calculations alone. There are some questions, they are theoretical part where you can ask, what are the features of a good assignment? All those kind, it could be part of the question, not necessarily only the calculation. Let us look at this. Let us look at this question as well. Let us look at this. Convert the cent, I hope you all understand cent, to dollars. In case you have this type of question, how do you convert the cent to dollar? 150 cent, 25 cent, 75 cent, 35 cent. How do you convert this into dollar? Let us look at this. For you to convert 150 cents to dollar, what do you do? Are you going to multiply or you are going to divide? You will now look at it in the previous question we have been doing. If you want to convert this time, to make it more easier for you, you can make it in this way. Like what is your study guide? There is a way you can divide, and there is a time when you can multiply. And how do you multiply? With 100. So if you multiply with 100, then definitely you will know that when you convert 150 cents into a dollar, it's going to give you what? $1.50. If you want to convert 25 cents, the same thing applicable to 25, 75, 35. But if question says it is $150, convert it to cent, you multiply by 100. But when you are converted to the cent to the dollar, then you divide by 100. So that is the best way you can do it. So with that, you can easily get your answer better. You divide by this, then you also multiply. So you must know when to use division, when to use multiplication. I hope that one is more clearer. Let's go further. There are some questions I still want to we should do together. Let us look at this. Like now, if I give you this example, that you should write this amount as dollar and cent. Like this one now, if I write 8, 40. 8, 40. I want you to write it in dollar and cent. What do? It simply means $8, then 40 cents. That's what I mean by this. If you are writing 8, 40 in dollar and cent. Now let us look at this one together. If you are writing, if I ask you to write, this is dollar. If I ask you to write it separate, this is what I want you to do. This is then it will be 7, then 65 cents. This is what we are saying. I hope that one is under the topic in your module where you are talking about money. I think that should be Unit 5 or Unit 6. I'm sure you will see it there in your study guide. It's about money, where you will see, I think it should be Module 4 or 5. So that one will be there. Let's look at this again. Let us look at this. If I ask you to work out the product, what is the product of 12 by 5? It is nothing to, don't disturb yourself much about this. I'm just talking about the multiplication. I just make it to be product. I hope this one are not much problem. Let me go to a particular one that I also noticed that, okay, the place value. Place value is Unit 2. Please, whenever you see any question on place value, please, you must always answer that question with a diagram. That one will definitely give you more marks. In the assignment I just finished marking, there was a question there about place value. I gave 0 to many of the students because they did not give me the table. You must be able to show me how you made it so that then it will add more marks to you. When I do it, the question says describe. I want you to tell me what you know, everything you know about a place value, and you must explain with a diagram. That is what you should do in case you have any question on a place value. Don't answer the question on a place value without a diagram to explain. Then again, let's look at this. I always repeat this question every time. When I say, the question says, there are a lot of methods to collect data. Yeah, that one I know. But I'm talking about the two, there are general methods, but there are only two that I always want to. Those are the most important two as far as we are concerned in our module. So the method are survey and existing diagram, existing information. So those are the two that I want. And why did I make it is that you can also categorize this under primary and secondary. It means you pick one from the primary, you pick one from the secondary method. But I always prefer the survey and the other one. So many of you, the one I mark now, they were not able to explain it. Please don't forget that. The two major ones that I always want you to mention for me is the survey and the existing one. So that one, then you are fine. Then again, this particular question, also in the exam, in the assignment, I've told the coordinator or the school, they should provide a graph paper for you. But in case you have to go to the examination class with your graph paper, in case they don't have it there, because any question that are related to graph must be answered in the graph paper. If you fail to answer in the graph paper, automatically I will give you 0. That's what I did in the assignment. That's why I just finished marking now. All the students who didn't put it on the graph paper, there's no way I can give you the mark because it is very difficult. Then again, for the purpose of this opportunity, maybe, although I know that in the exam there's no way you have access to your computer devices, but in the assignment it's possible, but you should not use computer to design the graph for me. As well, I did not mark it because of that the same problem. I give them 0. It must be done on a graph paper. So please, this particular session, whenever you see any question relating to graph, it must be done on the graph paper. And please let me quickly say this now. It has been what I've been saying all the time. If the question says bear chart, this is bear chart. There must be gap in between. Please, if you don't do it like this with a gap, you will not get your marks. I will not ask for histogram or pie chart. I will only ask for bar chart. And bar chart must be nice taken because I'm going to use your graph paper to calculate, to determine the differences, the gaps. So you can answer this question without graph paper, and you can answer it with any other thing except bar chart. Please don't forget about that. These are simple ones that I also noticed that many students, they were not able to do it. Let me quickly do about 2 or 3. This one says 37 plus 25 minus 15. You will now ask yourself which one you are going to handle first. But by the virtue of your knowledge about BODMAS, now let us now see, let's go like in this way. Let us say 37. Let us say 37 plus 25 minus 15. If you do in this way, your answer will be 47. But let us do it properly. Let us look at it. Which one are we going to do first? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Fortunately for us, this thing goes with the concept. It goes with the formula. So we can add before we subtract. But let us look to the one like this, where we have, let's go this way, okay. 324 plus 64 divided by 8. If you look at this, division will be done before subtraction or addition. So this one must be solved before we come here. That is what we are trying to say. So it will be 64 divided by 8. And you know 8 over 1, when somebody is 4, it means 4 over 1. So when it is 8, it means 8 over 1. So it will be 64 multiplied by, then it will change upside down. That is the concept, 1 over 8. So it will be 8 here, 1, 8 here, 8. Because 8 by 8 is 64. So it has become 324 plus 8. So 324 plus 8, then you will get 332. So, but if imagine now we don't do in this way, we just go directly and say 324 plus 64 divided by 8. It will just be 324 plus 64 divided by 8. We are going to have 48 as our answer. Meanwhile, if you do it like this and you get 48, you are wrong. But if you follow the normal procedure, it will be 324. 2. So those are the things, please, you have to notice. Mental calculation. If a question says you should explain to a learner either in grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, how, like this, let us look at it as an example. 3, 4, 5, 7 plus 1, 3, 4, 6 minus 6, 0, 2. Don't forget what I taught you before. When the question is like this, you must be able to say addition before subtraction. But the question says you should teach a learner. You should teach a learner. I am not saying you should solve it. So I want to see the steps, how you are going to teach a learner in lower grade. And that is why when you look at your assignment, if you look at your question, the question paper, you don't really get the full mark because you don't follow the steps. So like this now, I will also look at this, the final answer. The final answer, I will also look at it, but I don't think that should be a priority. What is matter most is how you explain it to me. How you explain it to me. Definitely, you are going to say the final answer 4-2-0-1. But how you get to this one, you must tell me. It's like you are teaching a lower grade. You must be able to explain. So please, something like that, it might be in your future examination. Like this type, again, like what I told you earlier, that there are some questions without calculation where we say estimate. When the question say estimate, different from when you are adding off numbers. Please, you go and notice that one too. Study very well for the purpose of your exam. I don't want us to waste too much time on Mathematics 1 because it is more easier to deal with Mathematics 1 than other ones, but like what you always know, in case there is a problem you are facing, like what I told you, you can't call me on phone to sort out mathematics. You can only call me, then you send you send a message to me, then you give me your email, then definitely I will come to you. I will come to you, you give me your email. So when you send the question to my email, then I will now answer it and send it back to your email, then you can see. Or if I have my presentation, I can also send it to your email, then you listen, then you will see. So if you are having other problem in Mathematics 1, you have my number. I want to show you my contact details so that you can contact me and let me know where you need my help. I want to show you my details so that you can just send the SMS. Yeah, this is the email. You can come in case I did not reply to you. Maybe I didn't check my email at that particular time. You can just send SMS that I should go to my email. Then I will now look at your problem. I will solve it. If I need to call you, I will. Then I will be able to explain to you. It's better for me to explain. I will call you like I used to do. I will give you a call. Then I will tell you, put the what you have on your email on your table. Then we start talking. So I think with that, it's more easier for us to have a better learning than when you just call me on phone and telling me. For computer, yeah, you can do that. But mathematics is a bit difficult. So those are I made sure that I went through all the modules to give you the question cover all the modules. It will cover all the the modules, all the units in Mathematics 1. So in case you have any problem, please just give me a call. Then we can sort it out together.